Sir Keir Starmer has won a landslide victory in the general election, ending 14 years of Conservative government. Labour is predicted to win 414 seats in total, which could give them a Commons majority of 178.
The former Prime Minister Liz Truss, the Defence Secretary Grant Shapps and Commons leader Penny Mordaunt all lost their seats overnight. The Liberal Democrats also beat the Education Secretary Gillian Keegan, but the Chancellor Jeremy Hunt clung on to his seat by just 900 votes. Reform UK's leader Nigel Farage has finally become an MP, and the party has a majority... Oh, no, he individually got a majority of more than 8,000, and the party has 4 MPs so far. And Lorna Shannock has the latest on what was an historic night for Labour and a disastrous night for the Conservatives.
The exit poll is here. It is predicting a Labour landslide.
The result may have been widely expected, but the size of it gives this new Prime Minister plenty to smile about.
We did it! You campaigned for it, you fought for it, you voted for it, and now it has arrived. Change begins now.
The first Labour resident of Downing Street since 2010 will be joined there by the first ever female Chancellor.
We will not let you down. I will not let you down. And I can't wait to get started. Thank you very much.
A glum-looking Rishi Sunak, who says he'll stay on as an MP, faces potentially the worst result in his party's history.
The Labour Party has won this general election, and I have called Sir Keir Starmer to congratulate him on his victory. The British people have delivered a sobering verdict tonight. There is much to learn and reflect on, and I take responsibility for the loss.
He apologised to the many Conservative MPs now out of a job. They include his predecessor, Liz Truss, who lost by around 600 votes and left without making a speech.
I think what happened with Liz and myself was a big part of this, but it wasn't the only ingredient of this defeat. And I think there were mistakes made in the last 18 months.
Many other big names also fell victim to the widespread anti-Tory feeling, including former Business Secretary Jacob Rees-Mogg, Education Secretary Gillian Keegan, Commons leader Penny Mordaunt and Defence Secretary Grant Shapps.
What is crystal clear to me tonight is that it's not so much that Labour won this election, but rather that the Conservatives have lost it.
This is the man whose scythe cut a swathe through so many Conservative MPs. Despite deciding to stand just 4 weeks ago, Nigel Farage's insurgent Reform UK is already looking ahead to the next general election.
We're coming for Labour, be in no doubt about that. Believe me, folks, this is just the first step of something that is going to stun all of you.
The night was also a thrilling one for the Lib Dems, taking Tory territory through tactical voting and cementing a comeback as Westminster's third party.
It may actually be one of the best results we've ever had in the history of the party, so it's very exciting.
Sir Keir Starmer didn't get it all his own way. His predecessor, now an independent, taking Islington North from Labour. And 2 shadow cabinet members lost, including to the Greens in Bristol. In Wales, there are no Tory MPs left. And though Labour are on track to be the largest party, they've lost ground to Reform and Plaid Cymru. While in Scotland, the SNP could end the election on a single-digit number of seats, practically wiped out by the Labour fightback.
Yes, the work starts for change from a UK Labour government, but we ramp up our efforts to make sure we're ready for 2026 and to deliver that change in Scotland too.
As Rishi Sunak prepares to leave number 10 for the last time, his battered party will already be gearing up for another battle over who leads it next.
Today we start the next chapter, begin the work of change, the mission of national renewal, and start to rebuild our country. Thank you.
For Sir Keir Starmer, a trip to the palace before appointing his cabinet, as he becomes the most powerful PM since 1997. Lorna Shannock, Good Morning Britain.